Get Ruben Amorim right now at Chelsea Football Club. The guy is ready. He came the other day in London to have an interview with West Ham. That means he's looking for a job. And Liverpool job is away from him right now because they are going for Slot instead of Amorim. Amorim is going to fit this model perfectly. He develops a lot of youngsters and he's very good with old players too. So he is the perfect combination to gel this Chelsea team together. Because make no mistake, Todd Boehly and Clear Lake Capital are not going anywhere anytime soon. And this project is not going anywhere. We can adjust the project, but it's impossible to kill the project altogether. I heard people talking about forget about the project and go back to the old Chelsea. It's not going to happen, my friend. You don't spend 1 billion on a lot of youngsters all over the world and all of a sudden throw the project away. And I also believe that the project is not bad. The people who are carrying out the project are bad people, incompetent people like Pochettino and the two sporting directors that just they are influenced to be in the club instead of using common sense and understanding the culture of Chelsea Football Club and build the team according to our identity. I don't believe Chelsea got bad players. All those youngsters got potential, and you can tell if they are under a good coach, they will be world-class players one day. Not even far away from being world class. If you just have somebody who understands the philosophy, who has a clear vision. Don't tell me that Chelsea lost games against U17 Liverpool because of the lack of experience or because of the young team that we have. And stop talking about young. This team is not young anymore. 20 years old, 22, 23 years old, 24, even 26 years old. You are not a kid anymore. This is becoming a stupid excuse from Pochettino to try to save his backside. I'm not trying to tell you that Amorim is perfect and we're not going to lose games anymore, but at least he's going to make us tough to beat. He plays with 3 at the back system, but very fluid system, attacking-minded coach. Just because you play 3 at the back doesn't mean that you park the bus. That is just a strategy to be more organized defensively. He scores for fun. His teams are scoring goals for fun. Let that sink in. And I heard about Thomas Tuchel need to come back. Jose Mourinho need to come back. Forget about it. They are not project managers. They are winners. They are finished articles. And in this stage of our development, Jose Mourinho is not going to come and be patient with somebody like Modric. He's going to bench him immediately or just sell him immediately. Who's going to pay 80 million on Modric? Who's going to pay 120 million on Enzo Fernandez? 115 million on Moises Caicedo? Nobody is going to do it. And the owners are not that stupid to just get rid of everybody that they spent money on and restart a brand new project. The financial fair play is also there. So we are stuck with certain players who are very average, but could be good players under a good coach. So let me know in the comment section down below if you think I am crazy and we should just go for Mourinho or somebody else instead of going for Ruben Amorim. Don't forget also that Ruben Amorim is a very passionate coach. On the touchline, you can see the passion. He inspires his players and the fans to get behind the club and push for a win. Something that we are lacking under Mauricio Pochettino right now. The guy is tactically sound. at least he's not Spursy, and he's coming with a clean sheet. What I mean by clean sheet is clean record. We don't have to worry anymore about his association with Tottenham Hotspurs, his association with losing every single game at Wembley, his association with PSG and playing people out of position. This guy is going to bring some kind of organization and structure at Chelsea Football Club. And that is a good thing, because anybody can do better than Pochettino at the moment, including your grandmother. I don't see anything that Pochettino is doing, because he depends on individuals. Call Palmer to bail him out every single time. If Palmer is not there, we are clueless. We don't even know what to do with the ball. We are passing sideways, backwards, sideways, because there is a clear structure how to play football.
It was Chelsea's heaviest defeat to a London rival since 1986, I believe. And in wider context, how bad a result is that from Mauricio Pochettino?
Yeah, can you remember who that was against?
1986. Oh, I love games
London
like
rival.
This. So, well, I think I would know if it was Arsenal, because that would have already been mentioned. So I'll have to say Tottenham.
No, Queen's Park Rangers.
Oh, okay.
QPR fans
Fair
will
play.
remember that one. Finished
Fair
6-0. And like you rightly say, concerns for Mauricio Pochettino. It was back-to-back defeats for him now. That was after being unbeaten in 7 matches. So I think the bigger picture is still reasonably positive. However, the nature of last night's defeat, their biggest against Arsenal in their history, would be hugely concerning for Chelsea fans. And not only that, it just felt like a performance that just didn't live up to the expectations that they've got recently. It felt like they were turning a corner. But how many times have we said this season, Chelsea feel like they've taken 2 steps forward, but suddenly 3 steps back, and once again the pressure on that man and that young team. And now one of the big concerns is their defensive unit conceding 5 goals. Now last night Mauricio Pochettino has stood by his young team though and defended his team's character. That's despite claims that they have thrown in the towel.
No, it's not the character. I play football and I was in some similar situation, and with big player, with experienced player. I play with Maradona, I play with Ronaldinho, I play with, Batistuta I play. And in some part of the season, this type of thing can happen. And you say, yes, this guy that were on the top, give up. No, sometimes because of the opponent, because our energy, because, nothing is for you in this situation, and nothing, you cannot find nothing positive during the game, and this type of thing happen.
Difficult night. How do you summarise what you saw this evening?
Really disappointed, because I think in the way that you start the game, never happened. No, the situation to start so soft, so sloppy, and I think we didn't compete from the beginning. We conceded the goal, and then maybe we were on the game and we create some chances, but in the second half we are starting the same way that the first half. And when we concede the third goal, I think the team give up and start to lose the faith into try to go for the game. And of course, Arsenal fighting for the Premier League damaged us after that.
You mentioned the chances created. The response after that first goal was good going into half-time, wasn't it? Yes,
I think, yes, when we finished the first half, I think we were positive and try to start the second half in a better way. But again, I think in the way that we concede 2 goals so early in the second half, I think, yes, and then it was so difficult to deal with the game, to manage the game.
How much of that comes down to experience? I know we've spoken about the age, the experience of this team. How much of it comes down to naivety, to experience?
No, it's about experience, to be, of course, to help the player, because they need to compete again. The circumstances are the circumstance, and we cannot change the circumstance, but I think it's about to provide the support and to support them and try to be ready again to compete Saturday.
You mentioned where Arsenal are in the table at the moment. Is this an illustration of where we want to be, where we aspire to be in coming seasons?
Yes, but at the moment it's tough. It's true that after the game we are so disappointed. It's really painful, but we need to think in a positive way to try to be clever in the way that we design the strategy to go high in the position in the future.
With that in mind, how do you pick the players up emotionally after a night like this?
And now it's about to to spend, the night trying to recover it, and tomorrow we will start to talk about to move on and try to see why we didn't compete, and of course start the week preparing the next game, because the competition doesn't wait for you.
Finally, then, with that in mind, what do you expect? What do you want to see from your players in the closing weeks of the season?
Always is the reaction is always to be together. It's always to show that we are a team. Like Saturday, we show great confidence and.